Greetings, creatures of the internet and other potential creatures that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Josh.
We're at Central Music.
Right there.
And we'd like to have a conversation with you.
On this Magic Wednesday.
Or whatever day you happen to have stumbled across this content.
Magic Friday.
Yeah.
Could be.
You know what it is?
What's that?
Their lucky day.
Yeah. Today.
You've found this
thing that we do.
Which is great. And not awkward at all. Listen, Josh, I have a question for you.
Yes. I have an answer.
What do you suppose is more important to be successful in music? Talent, innate ability, whatever you want to call it, or hard work?
That's a tough question.
It's supposed to be.
I think in the long term, hard work is more important. Certainly, there are aspects of talent and innate ability that will get you further faster and maybe raises your ceiling a bit. But I think when you hit the roadblocks or have an issue on your instrument or have an issue with a solo or whatever literature you're working on, the student or musician who works harder and is maybe used to having struggles and working on things will get through those roadblocks faster and advance further, in my opinion.
Can I admit to something?
Yeah.
Internet viewers, I cheated. I did some research before our awkward conversation today, and I would tell you, Joshua, that the research tends to agree with you.
Okay.
The general feeling of studies that have been done is that there's an example that's set forth that the younger age that you are taught to work hard, the more hard work you will put in, and in the end, the more successful you'll be. That's where we hear it a lot mentioned, the 10,000 hours.
Oh yeah.
That's one of these studies where if you put in the 10,000 hours, you become an expert. And this video may have a few hot takes in it, and one of my hot takes is that I think that that's garbage. I don't think that it's 10,000 hours is some magic number, and you can just go off and spend 10,000 hours and then consider yourself an expert.
Right.
I promise you I am not an expert, and I've put far more than 10,000 hours in.
Same. On
my instrument and our business and everything else that I've currently do in this life because I'm elderly.
Right. What?
But I do feel, let's break this down a little bit as well. Let's talk about the talent aspect.
Yeah.
And we're going to use, I'd like to use as an example, like one little element of music that I feel most people can relate to, and that is rhythm in music.
Sure.
And certainly there are people that I've worked with that have a very inherent sense of rhythm, that even in complex meters, they can get down and they can find that pulse and probably subdivide it pretty easily in their head.
Right.
Right? And then there's folks that really struggle just to find a beat.
Right.
We've seen them at dance clubs. It's unfortunate, right? Does that mean those people can't be taught to dance or can't be taught music, though?
No, I don't think so.
So what does that mean for the musician, do you suppose?
So if you're talking about rhythm,
or
like naturally feeling it versus just kind of sitting down and studying it and learning it, I think you could learn it just as well to an extent. Maybe you don't quite have the feel as someone that just has a natural affinity for it in the long term. So I could see that.
I agree. I would say this is going to be my hot take maybe in another one, and we'll end the video on this, and that's what the comments section's for, and we'd like to hear from you. My thoughts on this are that to some degree, certainly innate talent can set a ceiling for you.
Right.
But there's one thing that really bothers me in my day-to-day, and that is people who come in and talk to me and say, I could never do what you could do. I could never play music because I just don't have the talent for it. And I think that's just not true.
Right.
I feel that everyone can pick up an instrument and put some time in and get a degree of success. And I would tell you that the most talented person in the world that doesn't put in that time will never be as good as a non-talented person who puts in that time.
Right.
Maybe things will come easier to some and more difficult to others. But my feeling on it is that maybe we all have some kind of cap that we will eventually reach, and perhaps someone who has certain gifts would have a higher cap.
Right.
Certainly I can throw a baseball, but I'm never going to pitch in the major leagues.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Right? And I could learn to throw multiple pitches, or I could learn to play multiple instruments. But there's a cap, right? So that's my feeling on it. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'd really like to hear from you.
Yeah.
In the comments section. Also, if you like our content, like and subscribe. It helps us out, believe me, and we appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you again. I
think you're naturally talented at watching these videos.
Yes, and so your ceiling for watching these videos is very high. You should probably watch another one right now.
Yeah, like 100% of them. Some of them twice.
I think so. Hey, you know, it's snowing this morning.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed.
What?
Well, I walked my dog, and you know what I didn't see this? I fully expected to see a Yeti. It's like a Yeti type of day in Michigan.
Oh yeah, the old Clawson Yeti.
If you have a talent for finding Yetis, we'd like to hear from you as well.
Yeah. Yeah, in the comment section, or you can email me personally.
Did I already end this video?
Twice, I think. Is this the third ending? This is the secret ending. You made it.